Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rebel Gracer here on my second channel. Okay, so I believe I've done a video like this before on the other channel, and if you want to check that out, you can. It is common questions about the community. And I just wanted to reiterate on some of the things I said, or change some of the things I said, because I wanted to really bring out some things as of lately. Um, so I think one of the questions that was commonly brought up to me from a lot of the young cats and young chicks is, I've seen a lot of movies and I've seen other older racers doing it. They drink and they smoke and, they do things like that. Do I have to do those if I want to be a racer? And like I said before, the answer is absolutely not. As I've said before, the reason they did that was back in that era of the time, in the 50s, that kind of thing was rebellious. Oh, you shouldn't be drinking, it's bad, even though your parents or somebody around you drank. Oh, that's bad. I mean, and the funny thing is, guys, is someone who's telling you not to do it is the one who's doing it. I mean, so back in that era, drinking or smoking cigarettes or whatever was wrong. You shouldn't do that. You're wrong. And it's funny, like I said, the one who's telling you not to do it is the one who's doing it, and they're not only doing it, they're doing it in front of you. Now, today's society, though, it's not as bad. I think the reason people tell you nowadays not to do it is because, well, it's really a lot of the same reasons. If your parents tell you not to do it, it's because they don't want you to do it, even though they do it. If your dad says, hey, you're not allowed to be smoking around, and meanwhile, while he's telling you that, he's got a big old freaking cigar going, you're not allowed to smoke around here. You're not allowed to do it. Do as I say, not as I do. Or, you're drinking, your mother says, you shouldn't be drinking. Although, meanwhile, she's all over there going, you shouldn't be drinking. You should be doing better than I have. I've been doing it for a long, long, long time, but you shouldn't be. Contradictory? I think so. That's me. So, as I said, when it comes to other people telling you not to do it, it's because either they've been through the experience and know what it does to them, or they're going through the experience and they know what it does to them, or they just want to control you. That's just how I feel about certain things. Me personally, I know that some people, would say, well, that's a rebellious thing today, and it is if you're a teenager. But if you're in your 20s and something like me, those things aren't rebellious. You do them if you want to. If you're not 21, don't be drinking, guys. If you do, and you've already been doing it for a while, well, that's you. I wouldn't drink until you're at least 21. That's the legal age. That's the legal age. Back in the 70s and all, 17, you were fine. Be 18, you were fine. You buy beer. That was 21, guys. Remember that. Okay. Music. Okay. This is another one that's been brought up. I'm an alternative type when it comes to music. I guess I shouldn't say alternative. I'm an all-around. I like all kinds of music. Rock and roll, rockabilly, country, doo-wop. I like those things too. Now, honestly, a lot would say that, oh, well, when I mention these artists, they say those are hip-hop artists, we don't listen to them. Well, I'm thinking stuff like Yellow Wolf is alright. Some of his is sort of a, kind of a country hip-hop. Eminem, I can still deal with him a little bit. MGK, I'm a big fan of MGK's music. And the reason is, guys, some of the stuff MGK talks about that he went through in life, I went through some of the same things. So it's easy for me to relate to what MGK says. Back in the old 90s, Marky Mark, I still listen to Marky Mark. Here We Go is a song that has some kind of deep meaning to me. I lost a friend this past Easter. And it's coming around that time again, which is very hard for me. Very hard. And I would like to say I'm over it, but I'm not. I think it's finally registered that he's gone. And anyways, you know, it's a rough time for me. Easter used to have a lot of meaning. Now it just brings pain. Sometimes. Anyways. And I listen to a lot of different things too. I listen to some, you know, classic rock, modern rock. I listen to some, you know, I listen to some of the new country too. I listen to some of the, you know, R&B genre as well. So I'm an all-around type of guy. The only two musics I can't stand are opera and opera's one of them, and the other one I don't like is when it's a different language. Like when I'm not saying I dislike Spanish music or anything like that. You know, I mean, come on, La Bamba, for crying out loud. But I mean, you know, this other stuff where they take a song and do it in a different language, can't understand it. Basically. So there's that. The other thing is the hair. Now, I've had a lot of people say, so, you know, bean greasers is only pompadours and finger waves and conks and, you know, elephant's trunks, slick back, executive contour, the flop, flat top boogie, you know, the taper, the jelly roll even. You know, all those hairstyles are really hard. Do I have to do those to be a greaser? I'm sorry. My answer to that is yes. The hair was part of the style. Back in the 50s, the hairstyles were not so extreme as they are today. But as Madman has said, they were extreme for their time. Those type of hairstyles were very extreme for their time. Those hairstyles were, you know, big and greasy, and, you know, it was very, you know, archetypical, archetypal, whatever. It was very, very different. I'm sorry, right now my brain isn't working all that great, I guess, because I'm not getting the word, but it was very, very different. So, yes. Now, the clothing. Okay. This is another thing I want to bring up. Back in the 50s, and I hear a lot of greasers say this, was like, I need to give me some 501s. Well, you don't. Really need 501s. I mean, you should wear a pair of jeans like what I'm wearing right now. Yeah, I know that's part of I know it's part of a style today and all, you know, ripped up jeans and whatnot. But like it's been said before, you can add some of your stuff to their own style. I wear these because, well, frankly, I mean, I bought them or got them from a thrift shop for $5. You know, I don't know. I've always had a thing for the ripped up jeans. To be honest with you guys, because when I was a young kid, I was pretty rough. I used to put holes in my jeans and. I was, you know, I mean, I had my school clothes and I had my play clothes. Most of my play clothes, jeans had holes on them. At least from what I remember. At least I think. I mean, I know some of my pants had holes on them. I guess not really as a kid. To be frankly honest with you guys. The last really pants I had that had holes in them was I was living down here in Arizona. I got this. I'm not really big on shorts, so I was wearing jeans. And my jeans soon would wear out, you know, have holes in the crotch, have holes in the legs. So, and now as a kid, yeah, I had some ripped up clothes, but I mean, really, and these jeans are acid washed. They're made like this. The ones I have are all natural hold. But still, that's that. So, I mean, 501s back were very popular. Now, t-shirts, like what I'm wearing right now, as you see, tight-fitting t-shirts, even underneath it, a wife beater, gray wife beater underneath it, those kind of things I wore. As I say, I live in Tennessee, it's kind of cold, so 2 shirts on, it really isn't a problem. Turn this heater off now, it's warm enough in here. So, and then the shoes. I prefer to say either cowboy boots, engineer boots, or Converse. Those were the shoes then. You could add, say, combat boots, or even creepers if you wanted to. Dress shoes, you can wear those too. Those usually do not go good with jeans. However, I have added my dress shoes to some jeans before, and it was okay at that point. But, I mean, if you're going to be wearing, like, slacks and stuff like that, then dress shoes is what you want. Especially if you're going for that smart racer look. Okay, jewelry. Okay, there's another one. And I know most of you may have seen my older videos where I was wearing a bullet around my neck until I got this last Christmas cross. I'm a Christian, as I have spoken before, Mormon, or, well, was in the church. Lately I haven't been able to go, really haven't been following the studies as of lately, but I am a Christian. And that's just not the only piece of jewelry I have. Now, I have a lot of rings. Unfortunately, well, you know, what the heck, alright? Might as well get them out. Okay. Now, I don't wear everything every day. Okay? But right now, these are my top favorite rings. Biker skull is my one. This came from my friend Rich. This other one is from Shirley Sue. Rich is, I guess you could say, friend. I'm not sure if she's his girlfriend or anything, but they're friends. Okay. Damn it. Pardon my language. My Call of Duty watch. I really got it because of the skull on it, but watch. Oh. Good rubber band on that. Okay. This was a ring that my friend Sherman found underneath the house when I was living back in Arizona. I lost this ring a couple years ago. It's my True Love Waits ring. This ring right here. Special to me. Okay. Now this could be added to a necklace if I was going to add it. And it is just a cross with skulls on it is all it is. There's nothing real special about it. That's just what it is. So, you know, pretty cool. Ring here with a weave band on it. Got that from Rich. I just thought that was not really a ring you really wear around. I just thought it was kind of cool. Kind of the golden color on it. Okay, this ring right here is kind of cool. The skull's kind of got like this little hat on it. You got a cigarette in his mouth, sunglasses. I thought that was always kind of awesome. Okay, another skull here. I'm big in skulls, as you can probably tell from over there. Got a couple skulls up there. You saw those in an earlier video on my other channel. An eyeball with teeth around it. That's right, I'm looking at you. There's the bullet. Chain. And silver chain, actually, real silver. Just not wearing it at this point in time. There's all that. You guys can see. Second thought. Scoop them all up and all in there, but I usually keep the biker and that one for Shirley Seal. I usually keep those out. For various reasons. They're my two top favorites. There's that. So yes, you can wear jewelry. Rings and chains are okay. Necklaces, if you want to call them that, they're fine. Only other thing is earring. Let's put it this way. For me, I've always wanted one, so I got one, and I'm happy with it. Sometimes it still hurts, and it's when you get one, you gotta put ointment on it, both back and side, and you gotta turn it every once. When you're just sitting around. Guess you're doing that right now, even though I'm doing a video. You don't have to do it constantly. Just turn it a couple times, both ways. It helps, with it. So, yeah. So if you guys want earrings, you can do that too. But yes, with my mom and dad, when I lived with them, they never let me do like tattoos. That's another thing I'm going to cover in this video. And earrings, they wouldn't let me have that kind of stuff. I mean, I was still living in Arizona when I had the tattoos. I'm planning for another one over here later on. Wolf, it's going to be probably all the way down to at least about here. So it's probably going to be at least a half sleeve. Probably. I was thinking about just getting it all done here, but I thought, a half sleeve. Anyways, that's down the road. Probably. But yeah, there's that. Okay. Tattoos. Now, let's cover that. Tattoos. Tattoos. As you see, I have some. Tattoos. If you're going to get a tattoo, make sure it means something to you. Don't go out getting, a Harry Potter tattoo or one of the tattoos of Twilight, or don't going out getting, a girl's name, or Don't go out getting, and especially don't go getting face tattoos and teardrops, and don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Get a tattoo, make sure it means something. I'm gonna go over mine with you. Okay. Here is my skull. Here you see guitar handles behind the head. Rock and roll, rockabilly, doo-wop, those stand for the music. The skull itself is to represent something that was kind of dead but isn't dead. The 50s hairstyle, sunglasses, coolness, and still, dead or not, still cool. The lightning bolts, that represent like danger, like excitement, danger, rebellion. And then the word gracer in cursive. Okay, this one here. You really can't see that. Let me bring the camera down here to give you an idea. Okay. 13 in the word lucky. Lucky 13. And some dice. As you see, they're kind of faded out. Parts of the tattoo faded out. Some of the ink fell away because it was bad. But the dice, that represents life. It's like kind of like a gamble. You don't know what's going to happen. Every day is just a roll of the dice. It's a roll of the dice. So life's a gamble. The Lucky 13 was a clothing company. It came around when I was born in 91. I believe I had some clothes from Lucky 13 when I was young. Plus 13 is my lucky number. So, there's that. So, if you're going to get tattoos, make sure they mean something. If you're going to get a tattoo, make sure it's a good artist and then it means something when you get it. Okay. Mechanics. Working. One of the other questions, do I have to, and if you guys hear some dinging and some little vibrations, it's just because the message is coming in. So, do I have to work on cars and, motorcycles and all to be a gracer? The answer is no. Back in the 50s, as I explained before, it was a boring time. There wasn't a whole lot to do. So, souping up your car, souping up your motorcycle, or working on something was a way to alleviate, I guess, boredom. But I've had some cats tell me, well, I don't have a car yet, or just not really interested in mechanics and all that. Well, you don't have to be. Gracers did that because that's what they do. I particularly don't drive. I don't have a license. Can I drive if I had to? Yes. But I really don't have a need to. I have a license, I don't drive, I don't even have a motorcycle. I've driven before, but I just don't have a license. So, don't do that. If you don't have a license, don't drive. Don't get in trouble. I didn't get in trouble, but just don't do it. Let's see. So no. The other things too, as I get some of this question is, so like, Rebel, I not really sure about, some things. I know that, we live a certain way, but does that mean I can't have some modern things like computers, cell phones, and PS4s? No, you can have modern things too. So, yeah. So that's really what I just wanted to get at right now, was some of those questions. You can check my other channel and look at the other questions I have, but those were some of the ones that were just brought up just recently to me. And I just want to recover those just in case some of you don't check the other video. I don't really care if you do or not. Just know that yes, the things I just gave you answers were answers to some of those more common questions. So, until next time, stay greasy cats, stay sexy chase. It's Rebel Gracer.